sucking penis, licking the balls, touching his cock and ball sack, licking his peen, touching his balls, and stroking it all the time.
Hi guys, real life Peter Griffin here. You know what really grinds my gears? Racism.
Damn, that was a high note, bro. Holy shit.
It wasn't on tune.
Luke, we're not in key. Marvin Gaye is gonna sue us, so we're in the wrong key. We're infringing on his copyright.
Oh, fuck. Dude, my parents are huge Ed Sheeran. Are we in? Welcome back to the Sucking Dick Podcast. We touch penis and stuff here.
I told Luke once that I was listening to this in the loudspeakers in my car when he did that, and now every week he's going to do this. So one of you poor fuckers out there is going to get caught just like me, riding around, and some poor pedestrian's going to be on the road, and Luke's going to be like, and just get assaulted.
Welcome back to the Fucking Your Dad Podcast. Where you fuck your dad and suck him off too.
Welcome back to the Architectural Digest Podcast. Today's episode, architectural word, what's it called? Brutalism. Brutalism. What do we think? Yay or nay? Speaking of brutalism, Evan, fuck. Ed Sheeran, right?
Ed Sheeran. So I actually have some weird insight on this because so you know how I'm a big fan of Black Midi? That's my parents with Ed Sheeran.
Oh, I see how. Oh, and it's funny because they beef. Ed Sheeran and Black Midi beefed, which is funny.
They are super fans of Ed Sheeran. They unironically, they like know all the deep cuts. If you can say that he has deep cuts.
Black Midi. They know all his B-sides and demo tapes.
They know his beginnings, his excursions, and all of his
excursions
goodies that he has. Yeah. But they know a lot about the album cycle, and they watched a whole documentary. Which, who the fuck is watching an Ed Sheeran documentary?
Who's making an Ed Sheeran documentary, bro? Like what?
Who's making?
Jay
Ed
Aubrey.
Sheeran
No,
is. That's the answer.
What's his name? Sonny V2 fell off, bro. Damn. Making.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to Sonny
because we haven't talked of that. Did that happen by the time? It's been a while, guys.
We talked about Mr.
I feel like it's been a while.
I'm sure we talked about Mr. Breast, right? Sure we did.
Probably.
I don't know. It was just very. Last episode we talked about the back rooms and Jackson's cryptic folded image of his father and his sister,
the
which is
cube.
hilarious. And the cube, of course. That's been popping up a lot more.
That's really fun. I
actually
have a story that relates to that, and we can get to Ed Sheeran after.
Okay.
It's really funny. Not the cube. Not the cube.
Okay, I was
the dad.
Like, okay.
No, but I heard a story recently that my roommates said that there was some kid. I forget what the guy's name was, but
Joe?
Let's just say his name was Dan. Yeah, we'll say his name is Joe.
Mama?
Joe from Impractical Jokers.
Joe Mama?
Joe Gatto.
Joe Mama?
No, that was
the
substitute teacher, Joe Mama.
That's right. Surprise soundboard 10 minutes into the episode. Let's go. Welcome to the show. Music starts now.
Get up! All right. But so yeah, there's the substitute teacher Joe Mama that was teaching this class, and there was the kid Joe Gatto.
Joe Mama.
And everyone heard him snickering in the class when they were just doing work, and everyone was like, "What's going on?" And it was like he stopped snickering, and then all of a sudden you heard the printer go off in the class.
Oh shit!
And the printer kept printing stuff over and over and over again from the beginning of class all the way until after the end of class.
Oh shit.
Like over 600 copies of something getting printed.
Wait, when was this?
And this is in a class. They were just in a class, and he used the printer during the class.
Like when? Like in high school or like college?
Yes, in high school.
Okay,
in high school.
Right.
And so the substitute teacher, Joe Mama, walks over. And class is about to let out, and Joe Mama's like, "What the hell is getting printed?" And they walk over there, and it's a piece of paper with like a photograph of like a meme dog, like the dog photo where like the head is like sticking out like that,
like Doge,
not Doge,
but I know what you're talking about.
Not like Doge, but it's like a photo of it's like a meme dog photo.
A meme dog photo, yes.
But instead of it covering the entire paper, it was like really tiny. It was like a tiny square.
I see where this
in the middle, and it was 600 copies of it.
Jesus Christ!
And no one knew it was that guy.
Well, I mean, at least it wasn't full page, so he didn't use all the ink. Like, at least it's a resourceful prank, I guess.
You wasted all.
Yeah, you did waste all that paper. That's true. He should have taken it. No, it should have been whoever picked it up was the one that got caught.
All right, well then the substitute
who's claiming
teacher.
the paper?
Yeah,
inside job, bro.
Yeah, inside job.
Inside job.
He was like, "Hey, who did this?" He was trying to punish someone for no reason.
Speaking of punishing someone for no reason, Luke, have you listened to Ed Sheeran's new album?
No, but I heard it's actually not terrible. No, I'm not a big Ed Sheeran fan.
You said you're a big Ed Sheeran fan.
My parents are.
You love divide or subtract or parentheses? Or,
no, that's not what I said. I said I wanted this new album to be good because it'd be a semicolon.
Whatever the album.
I wanted this new album to be good because I feel like when it comes to like the bad artists that like music YouTubers or like nerd music people, like they all shit on Ed Sheeran. When I'm going to be honest, I think he has a couple good songs, okay? There's the A-Team, then Lego House from like his, I'm digging it up. And then I think Castle on the Hill is a good song.
That's you digging your own grave.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. But
digging it up.
But he sucks for the most part. But I really wanted this new album to be good so that I could be like, I
told you. I was a fan this entire time. Secret Ed Sheeran fan. It's like when all the Little Yachty and
But apparently it's just whatever. But my parents like know all the stuff about this album rollout. They're like, he wrote like half the songs in like 2 hours, and like he wrote a lot of them when his wife like was diagnosed with cancer, and then his friend died, and the album just kept pushing back over and over again. And that was like, man, this Ed Sheeran guy's really going through stuff.
Damn, this Ed Sheeran guy, bro, he's crazy. He's crazy looking, bro. That one bar from what's it called? What's his name?
Why does he look like a Skyrim NPC?
He really does. Did you know the album cover is a heart, but it's secretly his face? Give that designer a raise. Oh my god. The moms are gonna love it. It's literally Luke's parents. He's like, Luke's parents are gonna love this shit. And then that's what they did.
What is he gonna do? He finished all of the math.
He's gonna start going semicolon. He's gonna go square root. He's gonna go like. He's gonna just continue doing like
exponential.
Weird, exponential, like the carrot, whatever that thing is called. Like, is that exponential?
Power?
The Power, yes. That's kind of badass. That'd be a cool name. Oh my god. The Power by Ed Sheeran.
It's like a little carrot.
That's sick. Okay, you're welcome, Ed. We'll take our royalty checks by mail, please.
Or it's square and it's named Ed Squared.
Ed Squared. That's pretty good.
Or cubed. Ed cubed.
Ed cubed, which would be 3.
3.
No. Yeah, 3. Okay. I'm not smart, Luke.
Or you got Ed to the power 4, so it's just called Ed to the power 4 because it's not a term.
I like the power.
For that.
My favorite bar in hip hop history is Zach Fox. Shit can get ugly as fuck like Ed Sheeran. Like bro. That's a fucking baller line, bro. Over an Alchemist beat too. Fire, bro.
She can get ugly like Ed Sheeran.
Shit can get ugly as fuck like Ed Sheeran, bro. Like it's actually a hard bar.
That's fucking mean.
Legit a hard bar.
So rude. It's good. But like imagine if someone made a line and you were listening to it was like Billy Woods or something, and he goes, "Shit can get ugly like Jake Joseph." Like how are you reacting?
I'd be like,
how are you reacting?
I'd be like, shit, that's kind of cool. I mean, if it was a hard bar, like I'd be out there. Like I'm a rap guy.
But he's calling you ugly.
Yeah, but I'm a rap guy now. I have to accept when bars are good. Like I watch videos about the Pusha T Drake beef. Like I know what bars are, bro. I've been studying the lyrical pen. Like if it's heat,
crazy.
It's heat, bro.
I think it's crazy how like that beef happened, like the Pusha T and Drake beef, and people legitimately were like, "Man, Drake won this." Pusha T went too far.
Yeah, Pusha T went too far, man. It's not like Pusha T
Because
bodied him.
I had so many people that I was friends with whenever that came out, when the story of Adidon came out.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, a lot of them were Drake stans, and they were like, dude, I don't understand why Pusha T had to, like, go that far. And I'm like, what do you mean? This is a diss track.
Yeah.
You're supposed to, like, ruin the other person's life.
Which,
That's,
yeah, I
like,
mean,
what happens.
It's probably,
Like,
like,
that's literally what
pretty close.
happens.
Yeah. The Kid was pretty bad, but I know Drake really hinges on, what's his producer's name?
40?
Yes, 40. He really, like, harkens on
Tick,
the...
tick, tick, hunched over like he 40. Is he sick, sick, sick?
No way you remember that off the dome.
What? That's
You remember that?
I love that song.
Really? That was impressive. Okay, shit. That was kind of
Yeah.
cool. This is a rap more for me, white boy.
And then he says, I got that devil flow. I'm like 666, and he uses the Drake 666 tagline.
No, that's facts. Pusha T is a spiritual lyrical miracle individual, and this kind of brings into something I would like to talk about. I don't know about you, but something about the past few weeks has got me listening to old music, and not old when I mean like, you know, early 2000s or like the 90s or nothing like that. I mean music from when I was like 16, 17. Specifically, I've been listening to Daytona a lot.
So just like old, like a few years
Old
ago.
for me, right? Old for me that I just kind of not... This is an excuse for me to bring up music that I've been listening to.
Okay.
Daytona by Pusha T. Fire. Astroworld. I think Astroworld is fucking good. I think it really is.
That's a good album.
It's a good album.
It's a good
Can
album.
we stop pretending it's not? Like,
So what? All those people died. It's a good album. No, I'm just
dude,
kidding.
the album came out. You know, people be fucking you know,
Sarcasm.
moshing and shit. Sarcasm. Wait, what's the boot button? Sarcasm. That's a sarcasm alert. But dude, good fucking album. And of course, ex-military. I've been listening to quite a bit.
I've been listening to a lot of ex-military. I've been listening to a lot of Death Grips mainly because I'm going to see them.
You are going to
soon.
see them.
I'm actually seeing what?
I said you are going to see them.
I'm actually seeing Danny Brown and JPEG Mafia 2 days at the same venue before Death Grips, or 2 days before.
Yeah, before
at
Death
the same
Grips. Yeah.
venue that I'm seeing Death Grips. Yeah, I said that weird, but yes.
This is a beautiful transition. I'm not gonna get any more perfect than this. So Luke mentioned to me, he's like, "Hey, Jake, everything is going on tour, North American tour, right? In Philly, and they're gonna be in Philly, October 5th, right?
Yeah.
October 7th, the same venue, Young Fathers."
That's insane, dude.
That's
You
literally
gotta go.
That's the same thing as you, like 2 days after.
You gotta go.
I do have to go. The only thing I'm worried about is I could convince Tiffany to go to everything, or everything squared, as we Ed Sheeran fans like to call them. Everything's squared, but I don't think Young Fathers is going to be that good of a pitch. I might have to go to Young Fathers by myself.
Do you think are you saying that Tiffany would go to everything, but not Young Fathers?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah.
Does she like everything?
Yes. It's the only band we can kind of agree on because it's poppy, you know.
I feel like everything. Most of the time, if you show it to people,
Dude,
you're like, yeah, this is pretty good.
Distant Past, honest to God, is a 10 out of 10 hit rate. I've never had someone say Distant Past is shitty. Legit.
You know what
Besides
song? You know what
Jackson.
song that is? You know what song that is for me?
What?
But it's off of that same album. To the Blade.
To the Blade's
I've
a
showed
banger.
that to so many people. And
To the Blade
yeah.
is a more like not experimental, but like for when you're looking at a pop like zeitgeist, like To the Blade's very like explosive, where it's just like Distant Past is just like very poppy. You can just show it. Like I'm talking people who like who is Pusha T? I've never heard of that person before in my entire life. Like those type of people, I could play them that. And they're like,
Yeah.
okay, this is kind of fire. 10 out of 10 hit rate. I highly recommend.
Yeah. How do you feel? This actually goes in pretty well.
Damn, we're all just like
wow. The fades have been amazing.
The
guys.
fades, bro. I just came back from the barber shop talking about them fades.
So, yeah, Jake just got a haircut. You can barely tell.
Shut up.
So-
I tell.
I'm joking.
I tell. Wait, what's
We
the
asked
blue one?
We asked our Discord.
Damn it, wrong button. There it is. It's been a while since I've done the soundboard.
No, fuck! I love the red pill.
Whoa, Republican Luke, where'd he come from? He's around here somewhere. I should hardwire that to
Maybe
like.
he was inside of me all along.
I should hardwire it to like one channel, like you know how they do, like the Twitch streamers do the knocking thing, which
Yeah.
but that's just like Red Pill Luke, just like where is he? Like every time I play it, you think he's in real life.
It's like you have
attacking
it. You have it edited to where it's like behind you.
Yeah. So
know
every
what
time someone's
I mean?
listening to it in public, they just get they're like, is he here? And then they just turn around and they're like, no, thank God the demon is not here.
Well, there's a song that I know that has a knock in it, and it
Does it?
like freaks
Fuck
me
that.
out every
That's-
time.
No, all right.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna have a chance to bring this up. We'll talk about what you were gonna talk about, but there's this one song from Death from Above, 1979, and it's called what's it called? Statues. It's called Statues. It's like a rock song, right? I listened to it at the gym, and these motherfuckers had the audacity to put weight slam sound effects that are so realistic. Every time I listen to it at the gym, I'm like, who is the asshole slamming weights? And it's the song. Every time without fail. It irks me to no end. I love that album, but that
rocks.
That is a mind-boggling choice for a sound insert. I'm sorry. Continue.
I remember there was one time I was listening to a song, and in the background it said something like, "Look at your dad, I'm back after 10 years." And I turned around and he wasn't there, and I was like, "Oh, that's a clever sound effect."
It's a cool sound effect, bro. I mean,
And I was like, "You guys got
you
me."
got me.
And I cried for like 10 minutes anyway. This next topic we have here. Yeah, boo Luke's dad.
Boo.
Boo. I'm looking at your hat. I know it's golf, but I like to imagine it says tit least.
That's what I thought it said too for a second. Tit least,
Tit
right?
least.
I saw it on my dad's thing, and I was like, yeah, I don't golf ever. I'm just gonna wear it, and I did. And brother, we're here now. So, as Drake
Yeah,
would
do you
say,
like
look
golf?
at us now.
Have you ever played golf?
Yeah, I've played golf. I like golf. I'm not
I think
great
golf
at it.
is one of the most difficult sports ever.
Sports. It's a pretty difficult sport.
Sports.
All right, Elmer Fudd. It's not bad. If
We're
you
getting
go-
off topic.
Yeah, go to Top Golf with the bros, and then you'll have a good time golfing.
I've never
I'll
been
say
to Top
that.
Golf.
Oh,
I hear it's
you'd
have
have fun.
Somewhat fun.
You'd have fun because you could just fuck around. You can just get a bucket of balls and just
Yeah,
shoot.
true.
All right, continue.
True. So we asked our patrons on the Good Enough Podcast Patreon right before
weird.
we
Out
recorded,
of ideas.
what should we topic? Yeah, what should we talk about? And someone wanted to talk about a question. I believe it was Bo. They said, "Is it good to go to concerts alone?"
This is a good transition, yes, because cast your minds back to the far distant past of 15 minutes ago when we were discussing me going to a concert alone. There you go. Now you're back in the mind state.
Have you ever gone to a concert alone?
No.
I've done it once in my life.
So I would love to, but I'm scared. Actually, that's a lie.
So I did
All
it.
Do you count pro wrestling as a concert? Because if that's the
It's an
case,
event.
It's an event. Because if that's the case, then yes, I have gone
I don't
to a
count
concert
that.
by myself. Oh, then all right, fuck
It's not
me
a
then.
concert. No.
All right, well then I'll just go.
But
fuck
I
me.
feel the same
All
way
right.
about like movies. Like I feel the same way about events, like going to a movie or something like that. Like I can't go alone
Really?
because it freaks me out.
I
'Cause
go to
don't
the
want to be
movies
that guy
alone.
that's sitting in the.
I go to the movies
do?
alone way more than concerts. Like last movie I saw in theaters by myself, Dumb and Dumber 2, bro. Too Dumb, Too Furious.
That was so long ago.
Yeah. I don't see a lot of movies. What can I say, dude?
You want to watch them at home.
Yeah, I watched Dawn of the Dead like recently, the original George Romero. Good shit. That was good shit. It's in Pennsylvania.
I saw
Rural
the only-
Pennsylvania,
the
so like
only-
it's around me.
The only concert I've ever been to by myself, and it was like last minute, was I was supposed to go see Brockhampton with my friend Tyler. This is the first concert I ever went to. And my parents were gonna chaperone us and just like sit at the venue. There's like a top seating section where you're not really in the standing room. You can just sit up there and get drinks and watch it, right?
The best place in the concert.
My parents and I went because Tyler couldn't go, and so it was just me.
Yeah.
And it was so awkward. I just looked at my phone for like 30 minutes before the concert
Brockhampton?
started. Yes.
This was before
And-
Luke
and
on
it was
Demand
just-
existed,
It was just
right?
super awkward. Yes, this was like I was in
I
like
see.
early high school.
See, if Luke on Demand existed, you would have been flocked with people. Like, oh my God, Luke. Oh my God, Mailman Society. I love your stuff, dude. Yeah, see?
Dude, that's a
deep cut, right? See, I
Don't
pay
talk about
attention.
that,
I pay
man.
attention. I would love to go to concerts by myself because it'd make things so much easier. Because
I think if I had a better social, I feel like if I was more comfortable being alone, like by myself in a crowd,
yeah,
I would be fine. When I'm in a crowd of people, I need a group to be with. That way I don't feel like I'm alone.
So here's the counterpoint to that, right? It's awkward. Like, I'm going to be straight. It's awkward every step until the music starts. When the music starts, you lose people anyway. Like, I remember going to see JPEG Mafia for the fucking, his All My Heroes Are Cornballs tour. And I went with my one friend. And I swear to God, the second he walked out, gone. I didn't see my friend until the end of the show. Legit.
No, that's true. I whenever I saw JPEG Mafia, because I went to Forecastle in Louisville.
Yeah,
we saw JPEG Mafia there.
You saw like a festival with Peggy.
Yeah, and I was standing next to my friend the entire time. It was actually with Tyler, and I was standing next to him the whole time. As soon as the concert started, separated.
Gone,
We were gone. Same thing whenever I saw Shame recently. I saw Shame in concert, which I can talk about. They were really good. But I went with my friend Chloe, and we completely were separated the entire time.
I think so. To answer your question, it's okay, but you just have to. You got to will yourself to be like, you know what? I'm gonna endure this little bit of social anxiety. You know, standing in a line, not necessarily talking to anyone, and waiting around for the people. And then once this music starts, brother, sister, or they, them, you just ball out. You don't need no one around you.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like once the music starts, no one really cares.
Exactly.
Your focus is on the music.
Yeah, you're focused on the music.
I feel like if that were the case, though, I would want to get to the venue like
right as they're starting.
Right as it's starting. That way I can avoid everything.
Yeah, you might sacrifice some front row seats, but I mean, like, hey, if it's a mosh, you can get your way up. Yeah, if there's a mosh pit, you can get your way up to the front. Easy. Yeah, we're moshing.
That's what I did. Did I tell you? I was moshing to Shame, and my dude. The whole reason I went to go see Shame was because I was like, I need to see Snow Day live.
Yeah,
that's the only reason I went to go see them. Not that their new album wasn't fantastic, because it is, but
debatable.
Snow Day is like their best song. Snow Day is like their best song. And so I was like, I have to see it. I know they play every show. So I was like, I have to go.
Bro.
Yeah, and I made my way to the front. I was in the very front, and Charlie Steen, his name is Charlie Steen, Steen, not
Charlie
Sheen, Steen.
Charlie Sheen and Kevin Owens' love child. That's a wrestling reference. 50%.
But Steen is very interactive with the crowd. Like, he loves like standing on top of the crowd and people holding him up and like reaching out to the crowd and stuff like that. And during Snow Day, if you've ever heard that song, the part where he goes, "And then I fall to you."
Does he jump in the crowd when he says "fall to you"?
He does not jump out, but he reaches out to the crowd, and I reached out at him, and we held hands.
Oh shit!
During Snow Day,
I thought you were gonna say he was on stage reaching out. These are his balls. You were like. Imagine that on stage.
And he was like, "And then I fall."
you get him to hit the high note. You just go, boing, and he's like, "Oh."
"And then I fall."
Someone out there that's over the age of 18, draw Luke fondling the lead singer of Shame's testicles during a live show.
You say this, but like people will actually do this.
Bro, we've been asking for fan art for how many episodes is this?
Maybe people make fan art and then they're too embarrassed to share it with us because they've done too good of a job.
Have you seen the fan art that we get?
What if no, I haven't, and that's the thing.
It's literally
it's
stick figures. It's stick figures. We got
all I'm saying is, what if there's some person out there that is actually talented and actually does like the podcast a lot, but they just draw the most raunchy, offensive shit, and it's like us fucking each other.
I will
and they just are
retweet
too
and follow
embarrassed.
you. I will retweet and follow you. Both accounts.
They're
a bucket of Jake and the podcast.
But I'm saying, like, what if they're too embarrassed to like show people? You know what I mean?
I guess.
Or show us in particular. If I made like lewd fan art of someone, I wouldn't want to fucking show them.
If you're hunched over in your little gamer chair for like 17 hours just drawing your favorite podcast boys like sucking and fucking, like you're not gonna you're just gonna hold on to it. Like, what are you gonna do? Put it in a jar? Like,
well, you want to share it with us? You know where you'd put it? You'd put it on rule34.xxx or whatever that fucking website is.
Wait, Tentacion?
Did you not?
the guy who got shooted?
What?
XXX Tentacion, you said, right? Is that who you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about porn.
Oh, same thing. Depending on who you ask, but
no, I'm just saying. There'll be Rule 34 of us, and people would share that around, and they wouldn't share it to us. We'd have to find that naturally.
You know when YouTubers would they'd have like the fan art wall. I'll have the crudely drawn lewd content wall.
Rule 34, good enough.
When I move
wall.
eventually move, get my own apartment, be an adult. That'll be the wall.
Why is that actually a really funny idea?
Right? That's a good idea.
If we had if we
had a set
all lived together and we had like a studio, that would be the background. It would just
we
be
heavily censored, however.
Yeah, heavily censored, but we'd print it out and we'd have it, and it would be our background.
We don't have a printer. We go to Staples to print it out. They're like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, what the hell?
We staple it to the wall too.
It's like
I think that'd be funny.
It's the story from the Cold Ones where what's his name? How to Basic took a picture of his like gooch and had it printed on like a canvas at like Staples, and he got in trouble. That's a funny concept.
You know what? You know what's something that I learned that people do, and if not a lot of people do it, at least one person I know has done it.
Ass? Like, I don't know you're supposed to do that. Like what the toilet paper?
So I thought that was a myth.
There? I thought that was a myth, bro. It's like hand or nothing, bro.
But I heard of the story of some anyway. I heard of this story of this girl that for her boyfriend, for a gift for Valentine's Day or something. You know, like those posters that guys will have where it's like a beer poster and it's like of a girl in a bikini.
I had to take photos of that.
Beer.
Yes.
Yeah. Wait, what?
It was a trend going around for a little bit where girls would like give their boyfriends like.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
You took photos of that?
Well, yeah. I didn't want to. I had to look nice in the bikini. Tiffany had to take the picture. It's called subversion.
Nice,
Tell your story, Luke.
That was good. But yeah, the girl did that, and I remember thinking about how they mentioned that they got 2 copies printed out at like a Staples or something, and they only got 1 back. That's real.
I like that could easily just be like a clerical error, but you just think you're like, nah, we know what's going on.
Someone took that. Yeah, someone took that.
I went into
like have that.
I went to a Staples once. Like, it's kind of like it looked like a ghost town. Like, you ever see that video of that kid at Taco Bell?
Staples freaks me out.
Yeah, like you ever see that video of kid at Taco Bell where he's like he's definitely on drugs. He's kind of like going out and then like coming back in.
Yeah,
it's everyone at Staples. I'm like, damn, I know no one comes in here, but like shit, like at least when the customers do.
Actually, my roommate Taylor, who has not yet been introduced to the lore
of the.
But I've talked about him before.
Luke on Demand lore.
But Taylor, he actually just got a job at Staples, and I was gonna ask him what he thought of it.
He's gotta start taking drugs now. That sucks.
Damn it! Now you gotta start doing cocaine.
Damn it! That's the staple. It's like, you know how people have drug tests to like make sure you're not on drugs. Staples make sure you're on them, brother. They're like, we can't have people sober on the floor. Get out there. Go you.
What would be like the worst job to have as like a retail worker?
All
like
of them.
What? You think all of them?
Well, I mean, I think a pretty bad one.
I could, and not like fast food. Not like fast food. I'm talking about like just retail.
My immediate thing would be fucking McDonald's. That'd be my immediate. But if fast food's eliminated.
Because I feel like fast food is like a completely different beast from retail work.
Yeah.
I've never had to. Well, I technically worked retail at the car dealership.
Oh. I've worked 3 retail jobs actually. Did I tell you I worked at Burger King for 2 hours?
Oh yeah, you did tell me.
I worked at Burger King for 2 hours. For 2 whole hours. I went in and I was like, I'd like a job, and they're like, sure, you're hired. And then I ask, oh, when can I do the morning? And they're like, no, you have to do night. I'm like, oh, can't do that. I quit. And then I worked at Burger King for 2 hours.
So you walked in, said, "Can I have a job?" They said
my
yes.
friend worked
started
at
training
Burger King.
you.
No. My friend worked at Burger King, and my mom was like, she was geeking, and she was like, Jake, you need 2 jobs the summer. Come on. And I was like, all right, fine. So I had a grocery store job where I worked at night, so I needed a job in the morning. So I pull up and like, hey, can I have a job? And they're like, yeah, sure. And then my friend vouched for me, and then I left. And then like 2 hours later, they called me. They're like, hey. We're here to let's figure out your schedule and when do you want to work. And I was like, oh, I'll work in the morning. He's like, no, you can't work in the morning. That's for older people, and we need night shift. I'm like,
yeah,
nope, can't do that. I quit. Sorry. And and that was it.
I quit. Fuck you guys.
I was there for. I mean, is really any love lost? Like, they found out I was working there 2 hours ago. Like, it's fucking Burger King. Like, come on.
Who fucking cares? They'll
Robots
find
work that shit now, bro. Come on. It's AI. The future is now. As Mike
future
Dean
is
once said,
now,
artificial
man.
intelligence. As Mike Dean in The Weeknd once said, artificial intelligence.
Have you ever worked 2 jobs at once?
Yeah. I've been doing that for the past, like...
This is my first.
I've been doing that for the past,
Not counting YouTube.
5 months. Okay. All right. That's 3 jobs then, technically. I've been working 3 jobs.
I don't know why. I thought you had a full-time job.
I have a part-time job. I had 2 part-time jobs for a while and YouTube. There was a period where I was doing 3 jobs for a little bit.
I would not say my jobs, well, I mean, I guess they're technically part-time because I only work 20 hours for one, and then the other one I can work up to 40 hours, but I make my own hours.
Yeah, exactly.
So I normally just work 20.
So it equals to 40.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm working full-time 2 part-time jobs.
Yeah.
Well, it's my first time working 2 jobs ever in my entire life. And by God, it is busy. It is busy.
Yes, sir, brother.
My schedule is so fucking weird right now, but we'll get through it.
Remember in the beginning of the year, I had 2 jobs and YouTube technically, and I called you guys from like leaving before we were recording. I was like driving, like, Jake, we record in like 10 minutes. Like, yeah, just got done with work. I'm on my way. It's wild, but I will say, paycheck is nice, is what I'll say. Paycheck.
No,
good.
I mean, it's just like, I've worked a 40-hour job before and hated my life. I'm gonna get paid more than that doing 2 jobs.
I don't think I've ever worked 40 hours in my life. I don't think I've ever had I just don't think I ever have. No, it's always been like.
You haven't had the 8 to 5 grind?
No, it's usually like
everyone says it's 9 to 5. That's a lie. Because it's actually 8 to 5 because you don't get paid for your fucking lunch half the time. So you gotta show up at 8, work 4 hours, then go to lunch from 12 to 1, and then you gotta stay from 1 to 5, and you fucking hate your life and get no sleep.
Damn, y'all get an hour lunch. Jesus, I wish. At my grocery store job, you got a half-hour lunch, and you had to clock out for it. Yeah. Oh, dude.
If I wanted to, I could have ate lunch on the clock and then just got out an hour earlier.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to do that.
At my grocery store job, you were required. Like, if you work over, I think it was 6 hours, then you'd have to take a lunch. Yeah. I stand by the fact I haven't worked 40 hours, but I've definitely done like the 8 to. I think you were right, Luke. Actually, 8 to 5 was my.
You worked at a grocery store?
Yeah, I worked at a grocery store.
You mentioned that, but. I don't think you ever mentioned how your grocery store job was. How was that?
It was my first job. Kids nowadays, man, they hate working, bro. I wanted to work.
Kids nowadays just want to be lazy and play fucking Tears of the Kingdom all day long. They don't want to work.
They want to play Tears of Homer Simpson all day long. But dude, I was so excited to work, and then I got the job, and it was just like. it was your first job, you know, like nothing too crazy. Like you had the funny stories, you met the people. I still talk to some people still, you know, like, you know, I keep in touch, but you know, yeah, it wasn't bad.
My first job was 2020 actually, when I started Luke on Demand and like all the YouTube stuff.
Luke on Demand.
No, but that's when I started my first real job. I worked full time at a car dealership, and then I worked at it again the next summer part time. I only worked 25 hours a week, and then I worked at it for one more summer where I worked full time.
Yeah. I'm trying to find... Oh, here it is. I was looking through my wallet, and I found my old working papers. Is that a thing where you are?
Working papers?
Working papers. So, back in the day, if you were under the age of 16, you couldn't get a job unless you went to your school and got working papers.
That probably is a thing, but I only ever started working like a real job until I was 18 years old.
Very doxable information on this, but this is the working paper slip, and I still have it. And I can't show it, so just take my word for it. But I didn't realize this till recently. They put my gender as female.
Really?
It says F. When it says sex, it says F.
Well, they knew.
They knew.
I guess.
When it said sex, I should have said yes, please.
Sex female, yeah.
Or just sex.
When?
Yes, when and where, baby. That's what I'm gonna do every time I get a job interview now.
We love having sex with women.
Since I'm graduating and I'm gonna get be applying for jobs where it says like sex, I'm just gonna put yes. Yes, please.
That's really funny, actually.
I'm gonna do that.
Speaking of which, you're graduating, man.
I know. I'm scared. I really am.
When do you graduate? Are you done with finals?
I took my last final today. Luke, do I have a story?
Really?
Do I have a story to tell you?
Oh, I'm so happy you asked that question because now it leads into a story which can waste 10 more minutes. Yes!
Whoops, sorry, wrong button.
Yes! Yeah.
God, these people.
All right.
So, Tiffany was done.
The crowd is torn today.
They're torn, bro. They don't know what's going on. Tiffany was done way before me. Like, she got done like a week ago. And I'm like, shit, I'm literally going up to the wire.
About a week ago.
Like, I don't know who was that? Bobby Shmurda?
Ray Shrimmer.
Fuck, was it
I'm
Shrimmer?
just kidding. I think it was Bobby Shmurda.
The Shmurda murder?
Let's look it up. Let's look it up.
I'm pretty sure it's Bobby Shmurda. Anyway, continue. But I had a bunch of finals to do. I looked at my thing. I had 6 finals to do. I had 3 exams. And 3
it's from
essays.
Hot N-Word by American rapper Bobby Shmurda.
Hot what, Luke? Wait, say it again.
Hot N-Word.
Whoa! Holy shit. Luke, whatever you do, don't mute your audio when that part comes up. But anyway.
Oh, God!
6 final exams, 3 essays, 3, regular exams. And they were fucking difficult. They were slogs. Good Lord. But today was my last final. It was my final. So, I park and I go up, right? I'm like, all this build up. I'm like, nice. I park, I feed the meter because I got kicked out of my parking spot, but that's a story for a different day. And I go up, I get ready. I'm like, I'm going to study for this final. I'm going to do good. And then I see one of the friends in the class walk out, and like out of the building. I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, teacher canceled the final. I'm like, what? She canceled the final? I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, yeah, the internet isn't working, so she can't give the final. And today's the last day you can take the final, so we're not having a final in that class.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was awesome, but I'm like, shit, this is the only class like I knew the fucking material. It was my graphic design class. I'm like, what the fuck?
That fucking sucks. But
So,
I mean, it sucks because like you couldn't take the final that you probably were prepared for.
That I probably was gonna get
like,
a fucking banger grade in. And then she just told me, she's like, yeah, whatever your grade is in the class is what your final grade is. And I'm like, well, fuck. And then I walk out and I'm like, wow, what a wet fucking fart end to my college career. Just like final got canceled.
Literally, like actually,
like a literal.
Hey, do you want to hear? Do you want to hear
fart.
a funny story? Do you want to hear a funny story about my last final? This is real. real, and I really
Every
hope
story
my
we tell
mom-
here is real. Boop, 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 boop.
This is real. I really hope my mom isn't listening to this.
Was he
because
cheating? Because he would.
No.
Okay, I was gonna say because he'd know better than to publicly admit
So,
to cheating in college. 'Cause
What
that's
would you say this past semester of school? What would you say from what you know about me and how I live my life, what is my defining characteristic about my day-to-day routine?
You're white.
Well, I mean, yeah, but what's another one?
Oh, were you having trouble in the being white class?
No, of course, I have straight A's.
Nah, I was passing that one with flying colors, baby. Yes.
Specifically one. But no, my sleep schedule about it being bad.
Yes. Luke,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, friend of the podcast, horrific sleep schedule. Terrible.
Yeah, which is funny because now it's okay. Like now my sleep schedule is fine now that I'm working and stuff like that. Like I'm going to bed at like midnight or like 1 a.m. and waking up at a reasonable hour. I'm up for things. I'm productive. But my sleep schedule was just awful at one point. So what do you think the most poetic thing possible could happen during finals?
You slept through one of them.
Final. My last final, I slept through.
You slept through it? Ah, yikes.
And to make matters worse, I will probably have to retake that class in order to get a computer science minor.
Oh, jeez. That's rough.
But it's okay.
Hey,
But it's okay.
that's life, bro.
I probably wasn't going to do good on it anyway, so.
Yeah.
It happens, and that happened, and I was like, you know what?
That's life, bro.
I still have a good GPA, so like, who
Yeah.
fucking gives a shit?
You see that video of the guy? It was like a video of a guy sleeping, and then the camera flips, and it's a bunch of people in graduation things. He's like, "Bro, you fucking missed the graduation." He's like, "You didn't fucking wake me up." That was Luke. Everyone.
Imagine
That was the
sleeping through
finals.
your graduation. That'd be so like.
Oh, I plan on it. The ceremony is, legend has it, 4 hours long for me. I'm gonna lose it.
Why?
Because we have to go through every single major. You gotta go through every single person graduating, and you have to listen to all the
in the
people's
college?
speeches. In the college, yeah.
Is it every single person at
That's graduating.
once?
Yeah. Yep.
So how big is your college? Like if there's big like UK level and then like small like Christian college, where are you? Are you in the middle?
About in the middle. Yeah, probably middle to small. Middle to small. I heard, legend has it, that the graduating class is 2,000 people. That's the legend I heard. So my teacher told me, he's like, I have seen this go for 4 hours, and I would not be surprised if that trend continues. The teacher, cool teacher, told me, he's like, I'm not advising this. I'm just saying what I saw. I would not advise that after you get your name called, take your picture and, walk down the stage. I would not advise leaving through the small door on the right that is labeled exit left.
At UK, literally what they do, once you walk across the stage and get your diploma, they literally tell you to leave. They tell you to leave.
Nope. You stay. Motherfucker, you
have to stay?
Yes.
It's like a fucking high school graduation. That sucks.
Yep.
Literally, they're like, once you grab your diploma, you're out of here.
I fucking wish, dude. Because you know what number I'm graduating in? 47. What? I'm the 47th person to graduate. I'd love that.
Oh my god.
Guess what number Tiffany is?
What?
395.
You guys could be out of there quick.
Yeah, I guess, but like still, that's like, I don't know. I think I have to stay. I told Tiffany, I'm like, I'm just gonna fucking listen to music. Like, I'm gonna have an AirPod in. I'll listen to the Good Enough podcast. What are they gonna do? Tell me to leave? I'm like, okay, bye.
You'll listen to. What if you pulled up the Good Enough podcast and was listening to it at your graduation, and someone was like, "Yo, bro, I listen to them."
He's like, yeah. He sees my phone. He's like, oh shit, those guys are funny. I'm like,
but he doesn't know it's you.
Yeah, that's the point. I'm like, yeah, they're okay.
And then it like has the music from like Family Matters or something like that. It's like yeah, and then it's like fades to black, and that's the end of the Jake era.
They know that it's the Good Enough podcast because they hear it very silently in the headphones. They're like, welcome back to the Sucking Penis podcast, because it's so loud. They're like, that's the only part that
they're like, oh, that's a good bit.
Imagine me just silently sitting in graduation and they're just like, welcome back to the Sucking Penis podcast.
like imagine you're sitting. You just hear like to the side, like very quietly. You hear someone like in their headphones or listening to something. It's like, no, you don't understand. It's gonna be free. It's National Free Day.
It's not stealing if it's free. It's not stealing if it's free. They're like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, we got a commie in here.
I'm sucking penis all day. That's Jackson.
That's Jackson. That's the famous blooper reel for
the
National
famous
Free Day.
line from Jackson.
I'm gay, Jackson. Oh, he unplugged his headphones.
Hold on, don't talk. I pulled my headphones out. Oh, fuck. That's gonna sound crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast.
Oh my god.
Music starts now. What's up, guys?
What's up?
Welcome back to the
just now started
No.
the music 47 minutes
If we had the balls, could you imagine? Dude, I'd be a fucking animal.
We could. What's stopping me?
Nah, because then everyone's
Literally
gonna be like, where's the
nothing.
music? Remember the one time?
I've definitely said this on the podcast before, but what is stopping you from buying a bunch of bike locks and going to your local high school and locking all the doors?
I thought you were going to say locking all the bikes.
No, you go to your
bike.
local high school at like 5 in the morning before anyone gets there. You take a bike lock and you lock every single door to get into the school, and you just fucking leave. What's stopping you?
I believe it's called bolt cutters.
But yeah, but like, how annoying would that be to have to do
annoying,
that?
yeah.
And it's technically not illegal. So like,
I guess not.
what are they gonna do?
What are they gonna do? Kill me? Ooh.
What are they gonna do? Get me arrested?
Speaking of bike locks, I was riding my bike today. Farted. Ooh, that was a gross sounding one. I rode my bike today and I was locking up my bike like to go in a store. Like I just needed like a little pre-workout. You feel me? And there was a gentleman like after I locked. It's like a gas station, so I could like see out the window. There was a guy that was looking real. He was eyeing up my bike pretty good. You know, he like walked over to my truck and was like, and then I saw him do one of these, and I was like, all right, whatever I'm buying, I'm not buying anymore. And I just dipped out, and then he saw me like walk toward the truck, and he went like, just started walking away. And I'm like, if I was deeper in the store or I was mid checkout, my bike would have been stolen.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, why do people love stealing bikes?
They do. I've had my bike stolen. Like, that's happened before.
My roommate's bike has been stolen before.
Why?
People love stealing bikes. I think it's because bikes are the easiest form of transportation to steal.
I think it's easy to steal, and like I remember when my bike got stolen. I thought it got stolen at work because I pulled up and the bike was in the bed of my truck, and then it wasn't there when I looked. I'm like, oh shit, can we like check the cameras and make sure? And my boss he like checked, and he's like, no, you didn't drive in with him. Like, oh, so it got stolen like before. And then I was like, what should I do? Should I call the cops? And my boss is like, no, they're not gonna do anything. I'm like, okay, cool.
They're not gonna do shit.
So this guy just gets a free bike, sweet, or girl, or whoever stole my bike. I'm like, they get a free bike and no negative repercussions. Sweet, dude. That's just
fucking awesome.
That's how it is. I mean,
I actually have something to add to this. Jake, I finally done it. I got a bike.
Stole a bike. Oh, you got? Oh,
no,
stole.
But I got a bike. I didn't steal it. Which I'm actually gonna hype up my school real quick. So, as you all know, if you know anything about the Luke lore, I work at the radio station on campus here. That is a full-time, or not full-time, but it's a full-year job. I work it during the summers too, so I have to be here in town, which is okay because I already live here. So, but there is a service at my school. I won't say what it is, but there's a service at my school where you can. Well, why does it fucking matter? It's just
the blowjob
University
machine?
of Kentucky.
Oh,
yeah, it's called the blowjob machine.
You could pay
you walk
for
up
it.
and it gives you a blowjob.
You
yeah,
stick
it's like
your wiener in
$5.
it, and it goes, and you're like,
it goes.
no, I like.
You go, whoa, whoa, whoa!
I like thinking it's more mechanical. It's like it's a fucking it's a car revving up.
But it has to have like a suction sound to it, or else it's just not gonna work. So it's like.
That's the sound effect of Luke giving head in someone's car. giving his boyfriend head. Anyway, continue. The not blowjob robot service.
But it's called Wildcat Wheels. And you go there. And Jake, I shit you not, if you are a faculty member, student, or just an employee at the University of Kentucky in any single way, you can go to Wildcat Wheels during the weekday and you can say, hey, can I get a bike? And they give you a bike for free.
Dude, fucking fuck off. What is that?
That's real. But the thing is, you can only get it per semester. So for the summer, I have this bike until August 11th. But the thing is, if I go there on August 11th and I'm like, I would like this in the fall semester, then I just get to keep it. Isn't that fucking awesome? You also have to remember our tuition is so much fucking money. So like it goes to this.
Meanwhile, my school changes internet providers to make it shittier and brags about how much the college is saved.
Okay, all right. Well, our school does the same thing.
Okay.
They'll be like, "Oh, we just
we
got
don't get a
new
fucking free
internet,
bike.
and it's the worst fucking thing."
But we don't get a
ever."
free bike. I wish I got a free
All right,
bike.
but it's awesome. All right, it's cool though because they use old broken bikes to make the bikes.
Oh, they like refurbish
It's like a repair shop.
Oh, that's kinda
Yeah,
cool.
they refurbish old bikes so they can afford it and
That's
stuff.
kinda cool.
But it's awesome. I've been riding my bike to work every single day. It was raining today, but if it's sunny out tomorrow, I was gonna just go ride my bike at the park.
I rode my bike to work once and I got bullied. I got made fun of. They were like, broke ass riding your bike. And I'm like, what the fuck?
What? Riding your bike is cool.
Luke, you do not tell me about how awesome riding a bike is. I ride my bike so often. It's great exercise. I don't know if any avid bike riders out there. I have the Strava app where like it like calculates your distance and like what you ride. And dude,
I don't have that. I might start using that.
I gotta be quick not to
Will you
dox
send
myself.
that to me actually?
Yeah, I'll be quick not to
me?
dox myself, but you can like just track all your rides. Oh, well. And that's what I do, and I just like it's awesome, dude. I love it. Strava, I highly recommend. It's like a GPS thing. You hit start and then you just start biking, and then when you're done you hit stop, and it's like, oh, average speed, like how long did you go for? How many miles did you go?
Yeah.
If you get the premium, you could get how many calories you burned. And I'm like, I love it, dude. It's awesome.
That's sick. I know, dude. I forgot how much fun riding a bike is. It's because I had a bike in middle school, but then I grew out of it, so I started hating my bike because it was more of a workout than it was fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I was just really disappointed. But now I have a bike that actually fits me, and it's super nice. And I remember telling someone that they were like, "You look goofy," or whatever. They said that I look. They said that. Yeah. They were like, "You look goofy
look for their
because
body.
like you're tall on a bike," and I was like, "Oh, okay, whatever."
That's it. That's the end of the story. You look goofy. That's pretty cringe.
That was just it.
That's pretty cringe.
Yeah.
I fell in love with bike
But I
riding.
like riding my bike. It's fun.
I fell in love with bike riding during like right when COVID hit, because it was getting to spring and like you couldn't do anything inside. So I was like, well, I'll just go on.
That's when I started to run.
Yeah, I was like, I'm riding a bike, and I got addicted to like the race, the speed, and it's a good way to listen to music. So if I have an album I want to listen to, I'm like, well, I got an hour and a half of literally nothing. Might as well listen to an album while I do it. And that's
No, yeah, listening to music while on a bike is like the most like vibey thing ever.
it's
Like a whole nother world.
listening to vaporwave
My thing
on
is,
a bike ride.
my thing is, whenever I ride my bike to work, like there's a lot of cars and shit, so I get nervous listening to.
That's fair.
To,
I still do it though, because I'm a rebel.
Holy fucking shit!
When I scream,
crazy.
as Billy Idol would say, rebel yell. Booyah.
Rebel yell.
Rebel
All right,
yell.
Jake. We need one last topic. We got like 6 minutes left.
All right, one
need
last
one last thing to
topic.
talk
I
about.
I wrote down.
And I
some
think
topics.
something we should talk about. A recommendation from Jish, another one of our patrons. We're about halfway through the year. What are some of your top albums of the year so far?
Oh my god! Oh, sorry. I wasn't ready for that.
Oh
I wasn't
God!
ready. All right, my top albums of the year. So I have a little list. It's 5 so far. So it'll round out the top 10, right? So my top albums. All right, Lil Jon. More like Little Luke. So my top albums.
So I call my penis.
Probably in order. Young Fathers, Heavy, Banger, have it on vinyl. Scaring the Hoes by JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown. I'd love to go see them
really
live,
good.
but I genuinely feel like I'd pass away in the mosh pit. I wouldn't
It is a pretty
survive.
The JPEG Mafia mosh pit is maybe the most insane mosh pit I've
Dude,
been in.
I saw
and
a guy-
I've been to a Black Midi mosh pit.
I saw a guy when we were moshing. I remember one point. I've probably told the story before, but JPEG Mafia was like, "This next song was made by a cop," and then fucking the Kenny Beats song plays. What's it called? Puff Daddy. And
Yeah,
dude,
Puff
I was
Daddy.
going hard. And then after that, I'm like, I need to fucking sit down. But then,
No, yeah. If I know a mosh pit is crazy whenever I have to be like, okay, I'm taking a break.
bro,
you
Keenan
know?
and Kel was right after that. I'm like, all right, I gotta stay in the mosh pit for Keenan and Kel. Like that end part was like, "Rrrr," and I'm like, oh god.
Yeah.
So I moshed to that, and then I'm like, I literally have to get out. And I got out, and I went to the merch area, and there was a guy on a stretcher vomiting on the floor. And I'm like, Jesus
God.
Christ.
That's
I walk
crazy.
in, I'm like, holy fuck, and I just go back, and I'm like, I'll go back into the fucking mosh pit. I'll do a better job there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, brother's just fucking throwing
Dude,
up.
in a
I'm like, good
stretcher.
lord. Yeah, he's on a stretcher, and there's EMTs around him. He's like, "Blah,"
That's fucking fun. That's
barfing on the
crazy,
floor.
dude.
I'm like, Jesus. Anyway, Young Fathers, JPEG Mafia. I'm gonna say it, dude. Daniel Caesar, bro. His new album is good, bro. I've been listening
Still
to a
haven't
lot of
heard it.
It's
I
good,
like
dude.
Daniel Caesar quite a bit.
I like
need
him
to listen.
too. This is a good album, and
I still think Freudian's his best from what I've heard.
listen to.
But honestly, most people say Freudian's his best, but his second album, Case Study 01, I think it's pretty good too. I
Case
think it's
Study's
right up
good,
there
yeah.
with it.
But I think this one has a lot more memorable tracks. So when you listen to it, let me know. And then we
Awesome
got
album cover too.
it's good. Best album cover of the year. And then we got Lil Yachty. Let's Start Here.
Really?
Yeah.
It's grown off of me.
Really?
Quite a bit actually.
Nah, dude, it's fire.
I still
It's
like
good.
it. I still like it. Like it's still like an album. I'm like, okay, this is really good.
Come bust
But
this
I
pussy
never
open.
return to it. Like
Nah,
it's
dude,
one of
it's
those
good.
albums where I'm like, it's not like a it's not like a Roadrunner New Machine thing where I'm like, wow, this is their comeback album, so good, and I just never listen to it ever again.
Yeah.
Like I listen to some songs from it, but I just don't return to it that often. It's still good though. Still a good album.
Yeah, I like the new Lil Yachty. And oh shit, there's a 5th album here that it's smudged on my iPhone. I can't read it. It looks like one word starts with an S. I can't read it. It's smudged. But whatever, that's a top 4.
Oh.
Top 4 so
Oh,
far.
it's like has an ugly smudge on it, and
I don't know. I can't read. Whatever. I gotta clean my phone. But yeah, those are my
Yeah.
albums of the year so far.
hopefully whoever made that mysterious album didn't get into any trouble recently.
Beep 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 beep.
Hopefully that said person didn't.
Brand
get
risk
stabbed.
alert. Brand risk alert.
How is that brand risk? I'm just saying. I wonder if this person we're not saying the
Brand.
name of.
Brand.
You just said brand. You aren't even saying
Brand.
brand risk. You're just saying brand.
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 Brand. It's like that crab. Remember
Brand.
remember when brands got all quirky on Twitter and they were like posting memes and stuff? It was like
Oh, I remember that.
that one crab where he's like, silence brand. That's me right now. Brand.
Funny.
Luke, what do you
alright,
got?
I got two main ones. That Yola Tango album, This Stupid World. It's a banger. It's a great album. I really enjoyed it. I think you'd like it too, Jake. I honestly think you'd like it.
I listened to one of the songs that you recommended for book club and I was
Fallout.
yeah, I was about it.
I think Yola Tango, and I've said this a bunch of times, Yola Tango is the type of band that they excel in simplicity. And it's one of those things where when you notice the little tiny details and the quirks, that it really makes it. Because I wasn't crazy about Fallout when I first heard it either. It took
More like a
multiple listens.
let it wash over, and after multiple listens, you're like, all
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
All right, maybe.
Then the Shame album, Food for
Food
Worms.
for Worms, good title.
It's fucking awesome. And then it's not one of my favorites, but I want to give a shout out to it. Fucking 100 gex. 10,000 gex. I like it. It's good. It has some songs I don't like on it. I think $1 million is annoying, but I like that. I like that album. I like that album quite a bit.
Did you listen to New Panchico?
No, I haven't yet.
Okay.
I need to.
All right.
I haven't heard anything off of it.
I did. Don't watch the I've been listening to shit before you listen to the album.
And then of course Macklemore Ben. That's my
Ben. Oh, dude, I forgot. That's what the smudge said. Oh, you're so right. Now that I see it,
it was Ben.
Ben by Macklemore. Oh,
yeah.
No. Oh wait, no, it wasn't Ben. It says Destroy Lonely. Ah, dude, love Destroy Lonely.
What a great album. I hope it gets a good review for it.
I actually had a friend come up to me. He's like, bro, Destroy Lonely, dude, you'd love it.
All right, I hate to sound like a Fantano dick rider, but he may be a little harsh on the ratings, but his critique of them literally just not doing anything unique at all with like that rage sound is so correct in every way.
Yeah.
Yes. He may be a little harsh giving fucking Ken Carson a 0.
I will say I'm back on Fantano. I've been watching some of his stuff. Like, instead of what I used to do was just kind of like, I'm like, ooh, album I recognize. Click the video, scroll down to the score, and then I just click off. Now I'm kind of listening to it more, see what he has to say, but listen to Zeros.
See, that's how people should watch Fantano. Look, you can fucking shit on Fantano all you want. You can say he has bad takes. Whether you agree with him or not, man knows how to write a good review.
Yeah,
he knows
review.
He knows what he's doing.
He can articulate his feelings, which is what a good reviewer can do. They can give you reasons. This is why it's an 8 out of 10, which is what the video's for. Yeah. You can be like, oh, well, I'm curious why the score is a 0 out of 10. Here's him explaining why it is a 0 out of 10. Because Kenny Mason made it. No, Ken Carson?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Whatever. Kenny Mason, Ken Carson, same fucking thing, bro.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, fuck. I didn't even talk about Tears of the Kingdom. We'll save that for the bonus.
Sorry.
You're struggling today.
I don't have the cheat sheet in front of me. It's been so long.
If Jackson was here, we would be able to get it correct.
Wait. I hear Jackson? Oh my god, he's here. He's on Discord. What's up, Jackson?
This is true.
Oh, okay, that's kind of weird. Didn't really ask that, but I mean, what do you think of the new Panchico album?
Smack Cam.
Interesting.
yeah. Cool, dude. Jackson, what do you think of Minorities?
Damn.
Damn.
Wait, ask Jackson more questions. Wait, ask him the question again.
Jackson, what do you think of Minorities, dude?
Uh-oh.
He knows he's about to say some bad shit.
Uh-oh.
No! Don't give your opinion.
Jackson, have you ever seen The Clown That Hides from Gay People?
Yeah, Jackson, what do you think? Wait, what?
Yeah, true. That is very true.
I didn't play. What other questions you have for Jackson?
Jackson, what's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done in your entire life?
I guess just laugh? I don't fucking know.
Jackson, how should we end this episode?
Fuck you, Jackson.
Whoa, how'd I get there?
Oh, whoa!
You just cut it there.
And we're out of here. See you next week. What's up? See you guys. Woo! All right, now let's take our shirt off. Woo! All right.